Uh, yes, if there are no more points to speak, we'll go ahead with the last review, which is from Dr. Sriram Garu. Sriram Garu, can you come over the video only? Just to check your audio and video. Unmute చేసుకుంటారా ఒక్కసారి. Hi, you'll have to unmute yourself. So Sriram Garu will be giving us the review of the book, The World in 2050, How to Think About the Future by Hamish McRae. So this will be reviewed by Sriram Garu. You'll have to unmute yourself, sir. Chuskondi ఒకసారి. Over to Sriram Garu. So we can do one thing. Anyway, he's most probably joining in a while. Since this is getting 2-3 minutes delay, I've given the meeting end time as 8:15. We may have to go until 8:20 because it won't be justified for him to give the review and at least have 1 or 2 little points to interact. We hope that he joins. He said he's struggling with the connection something. So,
Okay.
yeah, he's here. Hello, Dr. Garu. Yeah. Yes, Andy.
Hello, all.
Yeah, hi, Andy.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, you're visible. Please go ahead with your review, sir.
Yeah. Now I have a small confession to make. This is the book I am going to review.
Yes.
See, the title is a little different. The dazzling history of the future and how to think about the future. This is how to think about the future. I see nobody here.
We are all able to hear and see you, Andy. Hello?
Really?
Yeah. You go ahead with the review, sir.
Okay.
You want me to put this like this? See, Dr. Garu, ఒకసారి చూడండి. You want me to put the screen like this so you're comfortable?
It's okay now.
Okay, please go ahead.
See, this book, unlike Alvin Toffler, writes about future, which actually happened about 90 to 95% of whatever he said in that future shock and third wave and all those things. This book only tells you about how to think about the future. There's so many things he had derived. It's quite a big book. Couldn't complete totally, but I can only give you an introduction about some of the things he has touched upon. Okay. What he says is there are a number of things to be considered. Now the economies and the economic front, China seems to be the most advanced in economy after United States of America. Now China hits to become the first. Then United States becomes the second. Third is expected to be India. Okay. Now, why this happens is because Russia is a very large country, but Russia doesn't have the younger force to take the economy forward. That is the problem, he says. More old people than the younger generation. Even the America, which is a multi-national country, like it allows anybody who has got talent to come and work there, is also looking at the younger generation. So the biggest economy now, according to the latest statistics, is 20 biggest economies in 2050 will be China will be heading, followed by America and then India. Later the Japan and Germany. Now whatever has happened in Russia will be coming in the 13th place. Canada and Russia will be coming in the 13th place. So based on these things, a lot of things are happening, and he is deriving certain of things. Like Russia is now having a older population, and it is unable to cope up with the latest changes. So the environmental challenges are many things, and he says the mega cities are developing in the world, they're able to cope up with the burgeoning populations. So the answer seems to be broadly that have urban incomes have almost always higher, and health outcomes better than in the country. Okay. Local population remains a grave concern. The worst fears of 30 years ago are unfolded. So what he says is in the Second World War, in the First World War, majority of the things have taken place in the Britain and then UK area, UK and Germany, all these things. Now, this particular thing has prevented further wars in any of the regions. So everybody has got the taste of the war during the Second World War. And now the thing is, people can forget about the Second World War and the aftermath of the fallout of the Second World War, how they have suffered because of the war. So he says that there will not be any wars further. So because of increased standard living standards of the urban population or whatever it is, because of the advancement in technology, there'll be the artificial intelligence is going to creep into our life. So whatever is being repeated type of works will be taken over by the artificial intelligence, and you will have to search for such jobs where artificial intelligence you will be able to dictate the artificial intelligence than rather take you getting overtaken by the artificial intelligence. Okay. I wish I had taken notes of all these things. There's so many things to discover. So big data and artificial intelligence are going to overtake all whatever is happening, and then so IT services will be very much utilized, and the implication of artificial intelligence are going to take a big role. Mm. COVID pandemic has taught us so many things which we have to remember, and it has affected the middle management jobs and no longer leaders. So it has come to a condition that majority of the companies have shed all the people who are not working so properly. So they wanted to save on money a lot post COVID. But here in India, it's a little different thing that they have um, manufactured a vaccine, and then he talks about that, and then he says that this vaccine has played an important role in not getting the Indian economy very much down like the other countries. So nowadays, what he says is that the life partners are being chosen with same education and same income group of different ones. But this phenomenon is called as assortative mating. What is happening is assortative mating is happening, and this phenomenon clumsily called as and increase as a result of online dating. What he says is online dating, the inequality increases still further. He says that inequality does not get equal, but he says it increases. Then it says that majority of times, whatever is comes in the news, because of social media and is growing social media, fake news is going to make a lot of inroads into our lives, and you do not believe in the TV or the newspaper anymore, and people will be kept at much confusion, and this has got more impact on the communications evolution and the human behavior. And regarding shifting, uh, so markets now the America is depending upon the African countries where a lot of younger people are available. So that is going to make a lot of change in the production or in the evolution of economy there. So again, the Second World War has made in such a manner that people are now forgetting about the Second World War, and then there may be some conflicts. So politics is economic power and political power are inevitably intertwined. What he says is economic power and political will make a lot of difference in the world. So in American economic success story carries explicit message to the rest of the developing world that it is the political system which delivers the things. The politics is not at all interested in economy, functionally, not at all interested in the economic development, then automatically it falls like the government which we had previously. So economics and politics, political will must be there, and then that will be there. Because India, what he says is, India along with the other countries like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and then Singapore, such kind of countries, small countries, all these things combined together with their own power will be able to overtake China and becomes number one in economy. Okay. So now we talks about losing credibility of Russian people because Russia is invaded Ukraine and then it is not listening to anymore to anyone. So that is one thing which is going against Russia. So such kind of wars are not to be thought of. And then Gulf War is one thing. The Middle East and North Africa began ended 2020 10. So Egypt is one of the important things he describes that Egypt has also got a lot of young people who will contribute and make it a very big thing. Then when he talks about religion, the religion things will be deeply ingrained. But as time passes and people mature about the religion, I don't think there will be any problem with the religion, except that they'll simply say that religion is one of the important things, but they won't have any major contribution towards hampering of the development of the countries. There's so much talk. I think I'll leave here. And this is a wonderful book, and with a lot of anecdotes from studies, a lot of data, and then it's got an index also at the end of the book, and then the summary. This book is very much wonderful to read. I hope all of you will read. And made it very short. If I have made some notes, I would have spoken a little bit more than what I spoke till now. So this is only a small introduction. This is a book I just came across. One fellow opened the parcel. I saw this book, and then immediately I purchased it. Okay, that's all, Radhika, for today.
Thank you, Dr. Garu. Thank you. The book seems to be quite having quite a lot of content. However, you have
Lot
neatly.
of content, lot of content.
Yeah.
But what it says is you need to know about this type of changes because you have to change yourself. Huh? Your strategy has to change.
Thank you so much
That's
for
why
your
you need to
efforts.
read this book.
Yeah, thank you for your time and efforts. You have brought in a book that can make us all of us think. And the very first point I had, you have almost given the data towards the end of your review. I was wanting to ask on what basis has he done these predictions and things like that. And you have mentioned that
No,
there
it's
are
not
a lot of
prediction. It is that what is going to happen in 2050
yeah.
is only made pointers to that.
Right. I mean, you have mentioned that he has come out with some references and some databases from which
Yeah.
he's drawn this,
In say
which
about
answered my question.
70s,
Yeah.
70s, Alvin Toffler in Future Shock has spoken of certain things like a nuclear family,
Yes.
which is not there. We were always a big family, father, mother, and then the grandfather, grandmother, children, and then aunts, uncles. All these should stay in the same place. But you have nuclear family, this husband, wife, and child. This is going to be your future. Now
Yeah.
it is not like that. only one son or one daughter. Okay, you will see that banks out will not have any employees. They have machines which will tender you money. And this is happening now. We are finding a lot of ATMs. Then what he says is the liquid cash will totally disappear. There will not be any notes. Everything will be done electronically. And there'll be, what is it? He says plastic money. When that was discussed in 70s, 76 or something like that, actually the పిచ్చెక్కిపోయింది ప్లాస్టిక్ మనీ అంటారు ఏంటంటే I thought 100 rupees, 1000 rupees plastic ఉంటాయి అనుకున్నా. Plastic money is our credit card which we are using now.
Yeah.
He has given such a wonderful thing. Sairam, you are interested in reading books. Okay. Now take Future Shock, read. And then third wave is about the revolution, industrial revolution and smokestack industries. That is particular area where smokestack industries like coal and then iron, all these things which produce coal, smoke, cement, all these things were giving a lot of smoke and polluting the atmosphere. And that thing has to be stopped. And then more of electronic goods have to come. That's what he said. Smokestack industries should not be taken and taken into account. And then you must always cut down on smokestack industries and then go for a cleaner environment and industry. And then in Power Shift, that is the third book is written, he says knowledge is power. Nothing is more powerful than knowledge. If you have knowledge, you can dictate anything to anyone. So even there he discussed about the white coat syndrome. The doctors wearing white coat will be able to mesmerize the patient, and then they'll be able to get some money. Without a coat, a doctor does not look like a doctor. So even that white coat also produces some type of apprehension on the patient's side. So if you go like with a normal dress, you can do whatever you like. You can simply speak everything out of the way complications. If you wear a coat and then say, doctor, మీరు కొంచెం ఇబ్బంది ఉంది మీకు ఓ రోజు 2 రోజులు హాస్పిటల్ ఉండండి ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ చేస్తామంటే పేషెంట్ విల్ డై ఆఫ్ ఫియర్. That's what he says in white coat syndrome. The patient is terrorized by the coat and set and the way we carry ourselves inside. There are so many things to discuss, madam, in those books also.
Right.
And fourth book is written, last book is written, I think Alvin Toffler died recently. And Hedy Toffler also is the same type of person who does a lot of research. And then that is called Revolutionary Money. I have yet to read that. I purchased the book, but it has become very, very old and looking very shabby, etc. It became brown, so I was afraid to touch it because I may catch nasal allergy. I'll be sneezing a lot.
Sir, can
If
you
the book
throw
is
some
available
light
again,
on
I'll
can you
purchase
throw
it.
some light on Hamish McRae, the author?
Yeah.
What are the
Unless we see the author's credentials, usually I don't pick up. Okay. Hamish McRae writes weekly columns on economics and finance in the Mail on Sunday and in I newspaper. He has been financial editor of The Guardian and Independent and has won numerous awards, including Business and Finance Journalist of the Year at the British Press Awards. He is an Orwell Fellow. His other books include The World in 2020. Okay. Now he has developed from 2020 to 2050. Power, Culture and Prosperity and the Vision of the Future. What Works? Success in Stressful Times and written by the Francis Cairn, Capital City, London as a financial center, etc. What is this is Britain and the surrounding islands will not play any role in the coming 50 years, 30 years. He puts India as third, and sometimes he says India is going to head for the first place in economical things.
Thank you, Dr. Garu. We'll just have one or two points from the listeners here, and then we can conclude the meeting.
Yeah.
I kind of requested that we'll stay until 8:20, though the time has been 8:15. మీకు కొంచెం టెక్నికల్ ఇది వచ్చింది, తర్వాత మీరు లాస్ట్ రివ్యూ అవడంతో
అవునవును నాకు
we needed
I
this time.
switched off
It's absolutely
everything.
fine. It's
I
absolutely
switched off everything in the phone.
no
I had
sure.
to go back to the phone and settings march.
No problem, Andy. That's absolutely fine. Yes, anybody kindly unmute yourselves, and then
Sorry
we
about that.
2 more minutes, and then we can conclude the meeting. To speak about any points, request anybody to unmute yourselves. About the book or the author or any other similar thoughts that you have.
మనం కూడా ఒకసారి లాస్ట్ పాయింట్ టాపిక్ కోసం డిస్కషన్ వచ్చింది కదా సిసిబి డాక్టర్ గారు హెస్ సెడ్
Yeah.
కదా సార్
I think
రిగార్డింగ్ ది సేమ్ ప్లాస్టిక్ మనీ
Plastic money is
same
now.
kind of futuristic thoughts that have been said by from the same writer I think సార్ రివ్యూ చేసిన బుక్ లేకపోతే ఎవరైనా రివ్యూ చేసిన బుక్ కి సార్ కామెంట్స్ అని ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గుర్తులేదు.
yeah, I
But,
remember
we
you
had-
mentioning
yes.
about this. Yes, I do remember.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I think it was in
నేనే
some.
మాట్లాడుంటానండి ఎప్పుడు కూడా.
Yeah.
మీరే మాట్లాడారు బట్ మీరే
Ah.
బుక్ రివ్యూ చేశారా లేకపోతే ఇంకెవరిదైనా బుక్ కి మీరు కామెంట్ ఇచ్చారు
బుక్ రివ్యూ చేశాను అది ఫ్యూచర్ షాక్
Yeah.
long time ago when we were meeting physically.
Appudu I think maybe it was earlier
Physical
than
meeting కాదనుకుంటా సార్.
2019. Online
ఆన్లైన్
Online.
మీటింగ్
Correct.
ఆన్లైన్ చేశాను.
అయితే
Ah,
కామెంట్స్ లో
online.
చెప్పుంటారు, కామెంట్స్ లో
Ah.
మెన్షన్ చేశారు ఇప్పుడు.
చేసుంటాను అదే all the 4 or 5 books whatever is written is very good. The second is Thomas Friedman అని ఒకడు ఉన్నాడండి. What he has written a book called as the World is Flat. That is also worth book. అంటే
Author
world is
పేరు
flat
ఏంటన్నారు?
అంటే anybody has got opportunity to work anywhere.
ఆథర్ పేరు ఏంటి?
Thomas Friedman.
ఓకే.
ఆ బుక్ దొరికితే కొనుక్కోండి.
షూర్ అండి.
I am saying that is you will enjoy it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We've had a wonderful session so far for 2 books and
Thank
2.
you. I think I had disappointed enough.
No. Yours was, sir, there is nothing called disappointment. We keep hearing, we keep learning.
తక్కువ చెప్పాను కదా ఇంకా బుక్ చాలా ఉంది.
You are always a star reviewer for CCB.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
ఏదైనా మీ నుంచే మొదలవ్వాలి. CCB లో ఫస్ట్ మూవీ రివ్యూ చేసిందైనా మీరే చెప్తున్నా కదా, ఏదైనా సరే మీ నుంచి మొదలవ్వాలి. CCB.
Sairam has
Thank
a benchmark. No, I'm sure you are.
We keep on learning from you.
Thanks for
I'm
choosing.
sure you are. Thank you so much, each and every person, and thank you the newcomers who have come today. And we wish and hope that you keep coming and be a part of our family, book family, and learn with us, and also give your value inputs to us for us to learn. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.